so with the storyline. So with the storyline. This girl is really pulling weight in this industry. Guys, before we jump into today's gist, have you seen Sonia Uche's latest movie, Recipe for Trouble? If you've not watched that movie, you are really looking for trouble. The name of that movie alone should tell you that is a whole lot. And you guys know how I used to be. Any movie that so is not wearing wig, just know that she about to show herself. Recipe for Trouble is currently showing on Sonia Uche TV, guys. That movie is really a nice one, and like I said, so with the storyline. This girl has one of the best screenwriters, best editors, best designers, that is graphic designers. In fact, let me just call them editors. She has one of the best. Do you see the starting of that movie? Do you see the this thing they use, the visuals they use? Did you see it? So sweet, so beautiful. Like, she has one of the best editors that knows the kind of visuals to use for for her movies. I saw that part. I was like, wow, wow. I don't need anyone to tell me that. So is really investing money in her editors. People that are into editing her movies and making sure that everything stands out. She's really putting a whole lot of work. You don't need anyone to tell you. So this movie, Recipe for Trouble, is really a good one. Is really a good one. In fact, at the initial beginning, it started off rough for me. I was smiling all through because you know I was feeling the movie, I was feeling the storyline, I was feeling the actors. And then when Sonia Uche eventually gets that job, in fact, she hasn't even gotten the job. The first time and the second time that she delivered food to the guy, I just love their banter. Yes, their banter was like, this one is just cat and dog, a big cat and rat. I just love their banter. And then when she now finally got the job, when the man offered her a job and she accepted, that was when the movie started making extra sense. That is the banter between these two people was what I love. I was like, this kind of, it was nice. I really love it. It was nice, and I was like, I was enjoying the convo. I was enjoying it, where the man will talk, and also call her that her surname. That was really interesting for me. Then along the line, the man started acting well. Oh my god! I was like, oh, that was where I started getting angry. Yes, that was why I started getting angry. Getting angry is not in the sense that the movie is not good or the story is not. No, no, no. I'm just getting angry because just like say, men will always be men. That was my anger. My anger. Men will always be men. Imagine someone that is serving you well or wholeheartedly, doing everything. You are having a boss and worker relation, very good relationship like that, because you hardly see a boss and a worker having this kind of relationship. But this one, their relationship at the initial beginning, those banter was really very nice to watch. It was something nice to watch. But then at some point, the boss messed himself up. He messed himself up at that initial beginning, that he started eyeing the worker. Like, how can you be eyeing your chef? How can you be eyeing your cleaner? As not like you have intention of marrying this person just to chop and clean mouth. That was your intention. Has it been? It's not like it's not good for a boss to have something to do with the worker. But that at that time, you know that this person is not your class. If they ask you to even marry her, you're not going to marry. You've really insulted yourself. You really went low. That is what Deza did in this movie. But at the long run, Sonia Uche showed him shaggy that he started to think about his life. He was regretting everything. But meanwhile, I did not even blame the Janet herself, because he told the oga, see, oh, See what will happen. Oh. The man agreed, not knowing that the man, oh, men will always be men. Let me just say it. Men will always be men. But I just hope that you picked up a lesson in this movie. You see, everything that happened with Janet in this movie should be a great lesson, especially if you are a female watching this. It should be a great lesson to you that once a man wants to do the do, they can promise you heaven and earth. They can promise you head of anything. There's nothing you ask of them at that moment that they are not going to promise you. You get? They are going to promise you that. But when you are finally going to know where you stand in all this, it's after the do. That is when you are not going to use your tongue and count your teeth. I understand that they don't chop you. That is, they have eaten you and cleaned their mouth. When you now later start telling them those things that they promise you, they'll be like, where to where? When did I promise you that? And guys, this is the characters of men. This is one of the character that men do display, and that is why I say this is a big lesson. If you don't pick any lesson at all from this movie, this thing that happens to Sonia Uche in this movie is should be a big lesson to you. And then after what happened to her, what did she do? She later take the bold step of using her skill. Do you get? Instead of falling for the guy, doing some nasty things for this guy to marry her, what did she do? She upgraded herself. Now the man later come dey find am. You guys get? It is this same man that still later came back to look for her. If you watch this movie, you can relate. After everything, when the girl was showing her the attention, was telling her that you promised this, you promised me this and that, it was just insult upon insult, disregard upon disregard, disrespect, and all that. But when she finally borrowed herself sense and walked out of that man's house, this man later find her. He started looking for her. Even when she quitted that job, I didn't even see it coming. I did not see it coming. I just thought, you know, I didn't see that one coming. But being that she's someone who already has a plan for herself, she already planned how things is going to go for her. That was so quick. I love that she quit that job at the end of everything. She did not even look back. She did not even think of calling the man, and the man being a very prideful person thinks that Janet is going to call him. But Janet never called him. At the end of everything, he later started seeing Janet online, started seeing that Janet is now a big girl. She's no longer the local girl that he used to know. He even found out that Janet was able to, you know, to let's say publish herself right from his own kitchen when he was still cooking for him. So guys, go ahead and watch this movie. I recommend it fully. Go ahead and recommend it. At some point I was like, this movie should not end now. Why is it that when the sweetness of this movie has entered the bone marrow, that is when they will know that they are going to end the movie? I don't like it though. So now we should extend this movie. You should extend it now. I just feel like I just wish that the movie will not end, but it has to end for us to give our own review, right? Meanwhile, guys, what do you think about the movie? Please share your thoughts in the comments, and also don't forget to subscribe for more gist.